Well, hello there. This is me, your Empress, or Lucy, whatever you want to call me. Hi, guys. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. And Happy New Year. Uh, so, my voice is still a little bit rocky, but it's mostly back. I just wanted to check in on everyone. Do one of these little Empress talks because I've been wanting to talk, but I haven't been able to because my voice has been bleh. My voice has been out of commission, and I know that I have a lot of pending orders. God bless. Thank you guys for whoever purchases from my Etsy shop. The not safe for work readings and videos and all that. Thank you so much for all your support and for the safe for work ones as well. I just get a lot of not safe for work stuff orders. So there's that. And I just wanted to make sure that my voice was in tippy toppy shape. And yeah, so a lot has been happening in my life. I've been trying to keep people updated through my community page. I'm being a good girl. I'm doing better at updating via the community page. Yay, I'm using it. I forgot that it existed. Um, but it's just been one thing after another, and I'm just kind of, I don't like to, uh, it's a lot. So I am doing better health wise. I am now trying to catch up on everything that's super behind. Um, ah, and Sorry, I'm like trying to crack my neck. I'm like, oh no, I hope it doesn't come out in the recording. um, but the my major concern right now is my godmother. She is in the hospital. She has not been well for a very long time, so she's been in and out. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I will put some trigger warnings of and stuff in the description. But I am also gonna warn you guys. This this audio this talk might go into very dark themes. No, it will go into dark themes of death and suicide. That is just something that's gonna come up because of something I had to deal with um, earlier yesterday. Um, okay, so my godmother is very important to me. She was my mother's best. She was my mother's best friend. You guys already know I lost my mom back in 2014. December is a hell of a month. I hate December. December's not a good month for me ever, especially after mom passed. So, um, my godmother to me is the closest thing. And even then, it has been very difficult due to my living circumstances for the past 6 years. And it's just been, a lot of stuff. Um, why am I telling you guys this? Gosh, unfortunately, I think I mentioned it in another audio, whatever. I wasn't able to maintain the house that was my mother's, and I had to um, sell it, pay for it, pay back people, all that. So I'm just kind of like in not a good standing. Well, no, that's not true. I've repaid all dues. It's all kind of like at the starting point of everything. It's just been one thing after another, but um that happened and um not to be dark, but whatever. Honestly, after selling the house um back in Miami, I I struggled a lot with my mental health and I didn't want to hmm, I didn't see anything past selling the house. I honestly, because that was like it was bad, because having to close the book on that house that um was one of the houses I grew up in and where my mom was last. It was very tough. So with my godmother still in Miami, it's been a lot of back and forth and stuff, but so she's always tried to be very strong when talking to me, and very rarely any of us cry on the phone. We are tough cookies and we don't want to break down. I believe I've broken down a handful of times on the phone with her because she says, basically is like, it's okay to do that. I'm here for you. I don't like to cry in front of people, especially since I was more open about that when I was younger. And then people are like, oh no, tears are a weakness, all this stuff. And I'm like, and so I was deemed overly sensitive. And you already know where the rest of that goes. I'm like, okay, so I have to be a tough cookie. All right, got it. So, I've changed. I don't recognize myself from like a year ago. I've changed, actually 2 years at this point. I've changed so much as a person, and I'm very proud of myself, but I've become very cold and I mean, I'm still emotional. I'm not heartless. I wouldn't be able to do the things I do otherwise. I do have a heart, but I feel I have gone cold, and it makes me sad. So when I was talking to my godmother yesterday, it was very tough because she never breaks down on the phone. And I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but you know what? Whatever. Um, and it was pretty bad, fam. She broke down in a way that I had to be strong and not break down with her on the phone. She is going through a lot. And like many people that are going through a lot, we tend to spiral and don't want to live anymore. And when my godmom said those things, she said it before, but not in tears like that. She has been through a lot, and she is in a. I've I've offered many things, but she is stubborn, and she says, "No, I made a promise, and I am staying where I'm at." And I'm like, ugh. So there's only so much I can do, but it still hurts me to hear her not want to live anymore. And honestly, I know I'm selfish because the same thing happened with my mother. My mother was sick for so long. She was living on borrowed time, honestly, because I had 10 more beautiful years with my mother. Tough years. I call them beautiful because I had her by my side, but they were. I'm very fortunate. I'm so fortunate because despite everything I've been through in my life, I have had the opportunity to be with my mom for as long as I did. Yeah, other people have their mothers for much longer, but I'm very grateful that I had my mom at all. And she was not perfect, neither am I, but she was the closest to a best friend I had at the time. And she just understood me. We clashed a lot, God bless. But yeah, and I miss her till this day. And my godmom and my mom, I mean, they knew each other much longer. They were best friends since they were like really young. And my godmom would call her every day, several times a day. And they shared moments together that no one can take away from them. And it's very sad. There have been times where my godmom tells me, when you laugh sometimes, it freaks me out because you sound like your mother. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And no, she's like, no, no, it's nice. It's comforting. I'm like, oh, you know, um, and it's tough because not even in a month's time, my godmom lost her mother and father as well. It was just one after the other. And after that, that's it. My godmother doesn't really have a proper support system. And I get that. I am very fortunate because I have been making a new family, as many of us sometimes when the family that we're born into or we have in our lives, whatever the case, they're family by name. Do they feel like family? Well, I can answer that for you, like as my um, honest opinion. Family is what we make of it, and we have the choice of choosing who is family, who is worthy of that title. Okay, and I've had to cut a lot of people from my life because they have not been good for me. And especially after my mom, my dad died, my aunt. I've lost count of how many people have died. I've lost too many people. I say it jokingly, but no, I've lost a lot of people in my life. And I'm so tired of losing people in my life. It just feels so empty. But I know that I've grown as an individual. And if there's any saving grace to all of this, I know I'm a better person now. And I am I am so grateful for that because now I can help others better, I guess. Um, but there comes a time that is helping others enough? Is it enough to keep going? Why am I doing? Why am I? And when I heard my godmom say that she wished she could just, she's tired of suffering. She's tired of she's tired of living the way she's living. It broke my heart because I get it, but she's suffering so much and I feel so selfish. And I said to myself, dear God, whatever higher power, I don't want her to go. But if she's just suffering, I don't want to be selfish. I don't want her to suffer anymore. And it's a tough call. And I think about it all the time. And I'm trying to prepare myself mentally. When my godmom said, I just want to be with them. I want to be with your mom again. I know that feeling. I know that feeling so much. Oh, goodness me. I'm very vulnerable right now. What even? um, I haven't personally, I'm not saying that I don't have people that care about me in my life, but it's just been, it's so empty. It really is. And I can only give so much. I feel like my cup is on empty, which is why I've had so much difficulty the last handful of months. Hurricane Ian kind of like was that tower moment in my life. Like Hurricane Ian kind of screwed a lot of things over. Um, but yeah. So it was a lot. And I'm going through a lot emotionally. But we got to keep going. We got to keep climbing that mountain. And that's that. I made a promise to my mom to keep going. And that's what I'm going to do, Mom. All right. So that's really the updates. It's just a lot of personal stuff. And I am very, I do apologize for opening up in that sense. But I was thinking of one of my favorite movies growing up as a child because I love Angela Lansbury. And I loved Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Is that the way you say it? I don't remember the guy's name, but I was obsessed and still am, but I love rabbits. I love rodents. I love squirrels. I love bunnies. I love mice. I am I'm a weirdo. I love little rodents. I don't know why. I guinea pigs, hamsters, all this. um and they're just so cute. Unfortunately, for the most part, I'm allergic to most of, if not all of them. And I'm like, great. Eh. My roommate just got a cat. I'm allergic to cats too, but I'm like, I keep my distance. But I work from home, and he goes off to work, and he's like, "Can you check up on Milo for me?" And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And I check up on the kitty cat. Very sweet boy, very sweet boy. But I'm like, honey, I'm allergic to you. Please don't get too close to me. No. um, I have my dog, and she's just loud when she's like, "Who is invading our space, our sacred space?" And I'm like, "Oh God, aminals everywhere." But either way, wow, I digress. So yes, bed knobs and broomsticks. So when the guy would turn, like, be bewitched or whatever, and I am I mistaking it for another movie? I think there's another one. I don't know, but he would turn into. There was another one with Angela Lansbury and the same dude. I forget his name. I'm sorry. Um. Oh gosh, Portobello Road, Portobello Road. Okay. Anyway, but he would turn into a bunny. I'm not sure if that was Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Broomsticks. I believe it was, and that was an amazing, amazing movie. And there's a song that I feel like singing with I feel singing a little bit of it because it's one of my favorites. And yes, my voice is not up to par, but I still want to sing because singing makes me happy. Dancing also makes me happy. And oh gosh, how horrible when my voice was like um um I can't sing. So I'm like, damn it, I can only dance. And it's just like, I don't know if you guys do this or anyone. I have a lot of spiritual practices that I do, and I go often in trances, and I just kind of, either it's breathing exercises or I go into a trance and do and dance. And it's just like really it's very liberating. I love it so much. It's a great it's a great feeling. It's like gets your blood pumping and all this stuff, but it's just like I'm somewhere else because I'm in a trance, and it's it's really interesting. Um I love listening to certain tracks that just get me out of the whenever I'm stuck in a certain place I don't want to be, and I can just escape through trance. Excuse me. And forget where I'm at. It's just awesome. I can't say I leave my body. I mean, I have other practices I do where I channel for my work and whatnot, and so there's a lot of energy work. What it is that when I'm in a trance, I let excuse me. That was I but I allow the energy to flow through me, and whatever movements my body wants to make, I just let it take over, and it's very liberating. Yeah. All right. So the song is called "The Age of Not Believing," and I have it here. I have to get the lyrics because I don't remember it by heart, but I love it. Okay. All right. Let's see how bad I can do this. Okay. Let's see. Let me get some water. Yeah, I love this. And then I'll do a little reading for the full moon in Cancer. So no worries, fam. And I'll do the timestamps. I'll put the, trigger warnings for the mention. And oh God, crying. I'm so sorry. I got a little emotional. I knew that was going to happen. I'm here talking about my godmom. It was a very serious situation. So it's going to happen. I am not heartless. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I wanted to update you guys. A lot of people on Etsy are like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" And it's like I always keep everyone updated, but I do understand that on top of my work, having a high queue, waiting period to get to you, it's, the work I do, I want to give you guys the best I can muster. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate every single one of you that have been patient and have waited and then are very happy with your product, with your service, because that is what I want to provide for you. I don't want to half ass anything. I'm not that person. That's why I take my time with the work to give you and channel the messages that you need right now in your life. That is how I do things. I don't half ass shit, That's not in me. All right. Anyway, let's go. The Age of Not Believing. I love this song and I love Angela Lansbury. Rest in peace. Anyway, all right. When you rush around in hopeless circles, searching everywhere for something true, you're at the age of not believing when all the make-believe is through. When you set aside your childhood heroes and your dreams are lost upon a shelf, you're at the age of not believing, and worst of all, you doubt yourself. You're a castaway where no one hears you, on a barren isle in a lonely sea. Where did all the happy endings go? Where can all the good times be? You must face the age of not believing, doubting everything you ever knew, until at last you start believing there's something wonderful in you. All right. So there's a reason why I wanted to sing that, is because I've done a lot of research. Excuse me. I've done a lot of research and so forth on topics of the Fool Arcana in tarot, going deeper into the history and the meaning behind the Fool's journey, the hero's journey. And I've always found it fascinating how when we are young, and sometimes as we grow older, it depends on the person, and that fall of innocence, the age of not believing, makes me so sad, fam, because when we are connected to this belief of there is a reason to smile, there's a reason to keep going, but so many of us are jaded and tired and exhausted with life, and we just live through it. We're in the age of not believing. And my point being, even in those moments, even if that is the norm for you, whatever resonates, fam, I want you guys, I'm going to give you guys some homework. Yes. My Saturn in Sagittarius is like pen and paper, take some notes. I'm the teacher right now, and I'm going to give you some homework. I want you guys to focus on what makes life magical for you, even the slightest thing, whether it be a song you like, whether it be a color that you like seeing in accessories or outside the sky, looking at the clouds and looking at the shapes, or counting the stars in the night sky. Or writing, journaling, dancing, anything. It could be creative, or it could just be, gardening, or something that brings you back to this magical place that you might have forgotten from childhood. And it takes you back to this moment, and it makes you feel so carefree, bringing back the innocence in your heart and filling this void, even if it's temporary. making you forget all the pain that you've gone through in life and all the suffering. Everything at that moment is gone. And I want you guys to focus on that moment, indulge in it, and smile. I know this sounds so freaking cheesy. I do not know where this is coming from, but truly, it's important to be able to do that from time to time, to disconnect from all the pain of the everything that's bringing you down, bringing you to a place where you can enjoy that moment, because life cannot just be all suffering and pain. There has to be something else, right? Anyway, that is your homework. That's your homework, fam. All right. Um, so I was gonna actually talk about like astrology and stuff, but for those curious, if you guys want to know my big three, I think I've already brought up enough of my chart, but funny thing, my third house my third house is Sagittarius, right? And have I have 5 planets retrograde on my chart, first off, but for those that get it, get it. For those that don't, that's okay. I'm not going to go into it. But let's just say everything's harder with retrograde planets on your chart. Ay, yay. Excuse me. Okay, so in my third house, I have Saturn and Uranus retrograde in the third house, which is of communication and so forth. And it's so funny because Saturn is like big daddy, big lessons. I'm going to teach you that you got to, order and structure in the way that you write and communicate. And then Uranus is like, wee, free spirited. I'm going to do whatever the F I want. Like say whatever I want. And it's like they're like at odds. And then being retrograde, that energy is just like kind of holding them back, like shackles. And I'm here like, why are those two placements next to each other on my chart? This sucks, man. But my big three, I am a Gemini sun. I am actually a Gemini Cancer cusp because my birthday is June 18th. And I would have been Cancerian if it would have been like by a couple of days. But you know what? I'm actually very happy I'm a Gemini despite all the shit that Geminis get. I like my placement. I also love my Cancer Mercury though. Like Cancerian energy is lovely, and there's a very healing aspect, and I'm very happy to have my Cancer and Mercury because it allows me to understand and empathize with people and communicate that in a very special way that allows people to feel comfortable and open up to me. Uh, I mean, I've gotten this a lot, but I have other placements that are part of that. So my sun is in Gemini. My moon is in Scorpio. Hey, baby. I'm not going to lie to you, fam. That's my favorite placement. My moon in Scorpio, she's my baby. She's protected me a lot in life. And my my Scorpio moon, she sting you if you're gonna hurt her. She's like, oh no no no, I gonna sting you. But no, I love deeply. I am very passionate and very intense, and but I have lots of hard aspects. Funny thing. Okay, wow, I'm just giving you guys all the tea on my natal chart, and my rising sign, my ascendant, is Libra. So my chart ruler is Venus. Lo and behold. Um, I'm Venusian, but I have a lot of Mercurian as well in my chart. Um, so one of the more complicated, so I have, if I can remember off the top of my head, I have very hard aspects from my Pluto and my moon because they're both in Scorpio. Pluto's generational, so a lot of us, like have Pluto and Scorpio, but so have hard aspects to my Venus and Leo. So I do not seem like a Venus and Leo, even though I am. But I also have that. why am I telling you guys this? I'm giving you guys all the tea. I don't like it. I'm exposing myself. I feel naked. No. I have my Venus, Leo in the 11th house. So, but I'm learning to accept my Venus and Leo again, because all my life I've been more in the I want to be the wall. Certain things happen to me in life that closed me off. I did not want attention. Even now I'm like, can I just be the wall? But I know that I have a lot of information, a lot of insight that can help someone else. So this is what pushes me to even do these kinds of things. And I've kind of held back with what used to be very popular on my channel because of, yo, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. Me doing celebrity readings, I would get death threats and shit all the time. I'm here like, bruh, I'm just a itty bitty tarot reader. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. I'm a nobody. Why are you sending me death threats? Go away. And it's really complicated. So I just kind of had to step away from that, despite how much I love doing readings of all sorts, not just celebrity readings, healing readings, because I like to focus on the healing journey. But bro, I've gone, I think it was mostly 2020 and 2021. They were very hard years, and I got a lot of very nasty um, threats from people that would, yeah, I don't want to get into it, but that was that. That's true. And I wanted to bring that up because that legit happened. And that is why I've actually slowed down with my celebrity readings. Because I'm here like, yo, I kind of, I struggle with anxiety and depression, but I kind of want to, it's my choice, my life, my choice. Don't threaten me, please. Thank you. Uh, but yeah, that's my big three. Yay. And I have, I think I've given you guys most of my chart in this audio. I also have I'm just going at it. I'm like, okay, I'll tell you the rest. No, I have also my Jupiter in Pisces 6th house. So I have a lot of water placements. I'm a very watery gal, but I also have my Capricorn Mars is one that I love and hate. The hate part is because it's in my fourth house, which is the home environment. So I've already mentioned, my home life has been poop. It's been not good. I've had a lot of struggles. And with my Mars and Capricorn retrograde, and hard aspects to it too. Don't even get me started. Anyway, wow. So I've talked a lot about myself. So I think now we're going to move into the full moon in Cancer reading for you guys. And I will timestamp this baby. All right. Wow. That was a lot of stuff. I had a lot of other things planned, but I just kind of winged it as I usually do, because that's, yeah. Oh, so speaking of Mercury, we are now currently going through Mercury retrograde until January 18th, and then we have a shadow period. Yay. So I'm going to do a reading on the full moon in Cancer, what energies are present, what influences might be coming in the next week or so for you, and all that. So let's get in. Ow. Let's get into it. I didn't mean to hit myself. All right. So we're gonna go with this deck here. All right. Okay. So let's see what energies are coming in. Oh, Merlin. Okay, here we go. Let me get these cards shuffle wuffled. Hell yeah. I love shuffling. It's such a nice, satisfying sound. It's like, yes. Okay. What's coming through for full moon Cancer? We have Justice starting off. Let's see what else we get. We got the Hangman. Oh, bless. I shuffled this. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. We got the Six of Swords. We got the Four of Swords. Okay. We got the Five of Swords. God bless. What even? Okay. So a lot of you guys, okay, I'm going to put my deck down and kind of go with it. Um, all right. All right, guys. There is a lot of conflict in the air. Sorry, I'm feeling a lot of tension in my neck, in my shoulders, all that. It's like I'm trying to channel and then my whole body tenses up. It's like, bruh, don't do that. Um, so starting off, I am curious about these three here. So here we have, there's a transition period for you guys and a desire to just close the book. There's a conflict, a battle. It's like, no matter if I've done all this, I feel like I've lost. I don't feel like I've won anything. I just want to rest. I want to sleep and hibernate. I'm picking up, like, just sleep and not wake up until it's over. There is a transition period, leaving behind something. There's a sense of relief. And I feel that this is probably happening during this Mercury retrograde. So they say not to make any big decisions or finalize any certain things during Mercury retrograde. You do you, boo. You know, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that Mercury retrograde makes us go in inside and look within us and see what lessons are in need of learning and for growth and so forth. So in this case, with excuse me again, with the full moon and oh no, uh, the hiccups. um, there's a lot of Aquarius energy here too. Okay, makes sense because of January. Very interesting. Okay, so the month of January is going to be a very interesting one for a lot of you. You guys might be at the edge of discovering something within, but this transition period is very annoying because you feel very disconnected to everyone. You know the answers for yourself, but you do not know how to implement them. And you just want to sleep it off. I feel that. I feel that on a spiritual level. And balance things out with the Justice card. And it's interesting because we also here have the Hangman, and that is all about looking at a new perspective, surrendering to your circumstances, which many people don't. They want to be in control. You guys want to be in control all the time, and I get it because I don't want to lose control. But in this surrender, there's going to be a development that you have been working on for a while. And it's going to be a beautiful, abundant one. With the Queen of Pentacles, there's this nurturing, healing energy of finally understanding a higher purpose of self. And many of you want to actually travel or go someplace else or move something. But with the three sword cards, I feel that this is all mental state. This is all a lot of overthinking and wanting to do something, but unsure of why something needs to be done. And it's like, but I did this. Why do I have to focus on some why do I have to do anything else? I did this. But you don't feel like you won anything. You don't feel it was rewarding. So there's this emptiness, like, man, did I do something wrong? It's not that you did anything wrong. I'm picking up that this inner conflict is just gonna eat away at you until you move away from your current situation. So right now, shift perspective with the Hangman card telling you, hey, maybe you gotta hang upside down, let the blood flow all the way down. Okay. I'm sorry. No, but seriously, there's a sacrifice that is being made during this time, and that could be a sacrifice of something you want to do, of time, of a person, of trying to gain perspective so you can take the next step. And that's going to help balance you, as the first card I pulled is the Justice card, because there is a desire to gain clarity. When we look at the Rider-Waite Justice card, we have the figure holding the scales of justice in one hand and a sword in the other, the sword of truth, right? So we gain clarity with this sword. But at what cost? Which is bringing me to the hangman. And the hangman, we have this enlightenment. When we hang upside down, we see things in a different perspective and gaining insight on a matter that you've been going round and round in circles and not been able to understand. This is the time for understanding. And once, in a couple of weeks, I feel there is going to be an event that is going to open the doors. Well, I don't know why I say it like that. The doors to this new place, this new way of thinking. And it won't feel so stagnant, so restrictive, because these sword cards are like begging for you to just change something, change a way of thinking, okay? I'm gonna pull some more cards. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so let's see what else is coming and anything else in regards to the full moon in Cancer. So this Cancerian moon, usually Cancer moons are very emotional. Cancerians, the Cancerian energy is watery, emotional. I want to protect myself. I'm going to hide in my shell. Okay, yep. What did I tell you? I got the Nine of Wands here. Okay, you're very close to succeeding in something you've been working hard toward, okay? Yeah, your stamina might feel like you're depleted. You're standing your ground. This is a test of faith, fam. You're trying so hard to persevere. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, oh, fuck, man. Sorry. Five of Pentacles. Okay, there is this feeling. I'm going to pull out one more before I go into it. Hold on. What's going on with that? Oh, my Merlin. Okay, two more, I guess. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. All right, let's start off with these guys first, okay? All right, so the three cards I pulled, and I'm here like, we got the Nine of Wands, which is resilience. It's persevering, but you're all wounded and standing like, oh man, when is this all going to end? And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of struggle. There's poverty, insecurity. Excuse me. I feel. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know if I've ever told you guys. I know that this is not. When I channel, I hiccup I hiccup so much. I I was not hiccuping before. When I'm channeling energy, I hiccup. I know it sounds dumb, but it's the truth. This is what happens to me in all my readings. I feel so bad for everyone that anyway, but yes, I'm constantly hiccuping when I'm channeling. Anyway, okay. So, this Five of Pentacles, being out in the cold. Oh, fam, you're wondering, I've worked so hard. I've worked so hard towards something. I am beaten down. I have no more strength left, but I gotta keep going. Why do I feel, oh gosh, was that my stomach? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Was that, I am like, that was not channeling. That was just my tummy. Sorry. Anyway, the Five of Pentacles is a card of limiting beliefs, feeling like you're out in the cold. Sometimes you're literally out in the cold. What is it that you're feeling right now, fam? Are you feeling that others are not understanding you? That you feel that you're not getting anywhere where you're at? That you feel that no one cares? That you feel out in the cold? My dog snoring / snorting. God bless. But then we have here The Seven of Swords, taking all your swords, taking all your resources. It's like, no, I have to take what I have. And there's a sense of sneakiness to it. It's like, no, I can't let you see my hand. I can't show you my cards. I have to. Oh my. I don't know if that'll come out in the recording. My dog's like, "Roar." um, there's deceit. There's this anxiety. Anxiety. Like, for some of you, you might feel that you can't be honest about your feelings toward a person or toward a group of people. You feel that you have to take everything that you already know and walk away. Okay. If that makes you feel better, if you feel that that is what you want to do, okay. But the Hangman card, with that card and the Justice card, I feel that there is a need to really look at a situation from a different perspective. You know, hang upside down like a bat. I don't know. No, but there is something, there's a puzzle piece missing, fam. So before you make any rash decisions, I would suggest really analyzing your situation and not to cut off certain things or people, or without really understanding why you feel this disconnect, why you feel that you're at a loss, why you feel you have to take everything and run away with it or be deceitful. Okay. Now, what are the other cards? I also got, I got the Seven of Wands. I got the Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Okay. These are all minor arcanas except the two that first came through. So all of these can be different for each of you, depending on your situation. So the Seven of Wands is a desire to protect yourself from others. It's like, no, you're not getting me, man. I'm gonna, like, push you away. I can do that. I have my protective bubble. Get away. That's like the vibe I'm getting. And excuse me. And then with the Three of Cups, it's like, oh my Merlin. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Delight, celebrations, parties, gatherings, friendships, events. So there is a reason to celebrate coming through. So before you push people away, try to figure out if that is the right decision to do so. Maybe you want to just take time for yourself, and that's okay. But don't push the people that care about you away without really looking into it. Especially now with Mercury retrograde, it is okay to take time for yourself because that's what retrogrades are about. This is the time to kind of introspect and go deep within and try to find answers so you can then go into action once the retrograde is over, which I believe, I could be incorrect. I have not looked at my Empress, but I saw another YouTuber that I follow. She mentioned January 12th, Mars stations direct. And I'm like, I gotta check that because another one said that like Mars was going to be retrograde for 7 months. I'm like, excuse you? That's not fun. That doesn't sound fun at all. So I don't know. I'll get back to you guys. So the one I'm certain about, because I checked that in my Empress, was Mercury, and Mercury stations direct the 18th of January. And then there's a shadow period, but stations direct the January 18th. So there's that. Okay. And then I feel that for a lot of you, there are friendships and people that you want to bring into your life, but you're unsure. So, okay, this could be a love interest. This could be a friendship. This could be just a person that you care about. But there is a sense of, I need to protect myself. I do not know if I can open up to them. I have to protect myself. And I keep hearing that over and over. I got to protect myself. I can't take this risk right now. I can't. That's why the Hangman card has come through. Look within before making any rash decisions. And the last card I pulled was the Nine of Cups. So this is a wish fulfillment card. So whatever you're wishing for during this time, whether it be for the full moon in Cancer, whatever chapters are ending so you can start new ones in time for the new moon, however, you do that, you do you. The nine of the nine of cups is a beautiful card of wishes coming true, and blessings, and a lot of abundance and achievements. So whatever you are feeling, mm, in the five of swords, this conflict and defeat and so forth, that is going to come to an end. That negativity, those gray skies, all that is coming to an end and bringing in your wish fulfillment. I'm going to get some cards here to see what wish fulfillment is coming in. Let's see. I'm going to get from here these fortune cards. Let's see. What is this wish fulfillment? Wish fulfillment coming in the next couple of weeks. Um, okay, hold on. Ooh, okay. I got it. Oh, look at that. Again with the joyfulness, like another three of cups scenario. I had a little ooh, because the first card I pulled, it's literally that it's a house on fire. And I'm like, and it says misfortune. I'm like, listen, these are not blessings. This is not oh my gosh. And I'm not going to say who, but I feel a dear friend that might be listening into this audio. Bless. I this is a message for them that what happened to you, my dear, there is going to be a huge blessing coming your way. I don't know if you're listening, so take what resonates to whoever, but literally, this is the situation: a whole building burning down and causing misfortune. But there is hope in the horizon, and there is going to be a wish being fulfilled. And I'm so sorry to you, my dear friend. I'm sorry. That was like a personal message to someone if they're listening. But now I'm going to go to you guys. This misfortune card is just saying this could have happened to you, this horrible thing that held you back, but this is coming to an end. That tower that crumbled, whatever, is not your forever, and there is a way out. Okay. And for a lot of you, this could be, it's interesting because this card just makes me think of like a bard, because it's like someone serenading someone else and it says lover. And then we have the hope card. So we have a lover's song bringing hope to you. Something true. And lots of joyfulness and love. It's been very hard for so many of us. Many of us have lost major things, have gone into conflicts with loved ones, but this is all coming to an end. It's just, unfortunately, this is the hard start to the year with the Mercury retrograde for those that follow with the astro transits and so forth. But there's also this very thick energy in the air that I've been speaking to another friend of mine, and we were just like theorizing and discussing. It's like, wow, everyone's going through so much right now. Why? But I will say this, fam. I Okay, I don't know how it will affect everyone else, but I know that Pluto is ending their transit through Capricorn by the end of March. So that we're going to go, Pluto is going to, they say, Pluto, in our lifetime, in a single lifetime, we will not experience a whole Pluto transit through one of the signs of the zodiac. Okay. So we are now going into the next sign, which will be Aquarius. Pluto is going into Aquarius by the end of March. And that is going to be a completely different energy, because Capricorn is Saturn energy, like boss and business and career oriented, and the hardships and so forth. And then Aquarius is a more technology savvy and communication. Oops, sorry. And so it's going to be very different, just like what they said about the age of Pisces to Aquarius. It's going to be a lot of technology and connections with people and so forth. So it's going to be a very different time for all of us, and depending on what house it falls for you. So like I said earlier on in the recording, my Pluto is in the fourth house of home and security, originally ruled by Cancer, but I have it because like the position in the chart would be the midheaven would always be the 10th house, which is ruled by Capricorn. Um, I have it swapped. So I have my Cancer is in my excuse me, midheaven is in I can't even Cancer, and then I have my IC in Capricorn, which is ouchies. But either way, there's that. So I wanted to let you guys know because I'm always like, hey guys, Pluto's going retrograde. Buckle up. So Pluto is going into the sign of Aquarius by the end of March. So keep an eye on that. I might do some more. Excuse me. If you guys like me talking astrology and so forth, I do feel a bit more confident in doing actual more in-depth audios or videos on that, because I've been doing a lot of studying for clients and for myself. You know, it's a journey to learn more about myself. So I've been doing a lot of astrology work, and I'm no pro whatsoever, but I like to discuss. I love to learn. Um, and I love to learn with all of you. So I don't mind sharing what I know and having discussions and so forth, because I find it fascinating. I find it interesting. And I always like to see what someone else has to, what their thoughts and opinions on the matter of astrology is and stuff. So there's that. Okay. But there is hope in the horizon, hope that makes me think of the star. And then the Lover is just, for many of you, love is re entering your life, or you're making a decision finally, like, I know who I want. I'm going to go for them. Or like a final, like a finality to it. So whatever misfortune was in your past, it is going to close up. Okay. I'm not saying that misfortune is never going to come, because damn that misfortune. But I see that something more lighthearted is coming. And this could be what I was just saying. This could be by the end of March. What I was saying about Pluto entering the next sign, which is Aquarius, a very different vibe. But there is also a detachment to Aquarius. So we'll see where that goes. But there is that, my beautiful fam, okay? And I'm now going to pull one more card for the collective. It's an oracle card, and this will be for the final energy of the full moon in Cancer. I love how I just like kind of like went for like Mercury retrograde, full moon in Cancer. I don't know, whatever came out. So one card, all right. What message? Final message do we have? Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay, thanks. How ominous. Um, okay. Got okay, the bottom of the deck is like playtime. Fun is calling you. And it's the number 7, makes me think of the 7th house, which is relationships. But we also have here mystery. And we have someone looking into the mirror. But also it looks like there water's like coming up. It's interesting. That's a very interesting image. Excuse me. Things you cannot explain. All right. That's very, yeah. There's a lot of things that you guys are. I was telling a friend how in our journey to seek for answers, we become frustrated, and we want what we want at the moment. We want answers. We want answers right now. Well, fam. Um the universe doesn't work that way. We can work hard toward getting answers and so forth, but I do believe in divine timing to a point, and sometimes we are not allowed to understand things that are happening in our life until we have learned certain lessons to kind of unlock the next level. Think of a video game, you know? It's like, oh, I can't get to the next level until I pass this one. So that's what I see here with the mystery card, things you cannot explain. So right now in your life, there's a lot of things that you have a lot of question marks above your head. You're like, whoa, why can't I understand what's happening? What even? Um, well, it's because you haven't passed the level yet. I know, no one wants to hear that. It's like, I've been on this level for how long now? Why can't I pass it? I've done everything possible. That's life, right? And you think, I'm ready for the next one. How the hell do I unlock the next level? Well, I believe from this card, there is something that is overlooked in plain sight for you. Okay. And this could be something about looking in the mirror's reflection, something within you. That is the answer, I feel. Something that you cannot explain. You look into the mirror and there's going to be something there. Yeah, your reflection. I get it. Don't laugh at me. I'm trying to be insightful. But there's something there in that reflection that is going to take you back, a memory, a vision, a sense of understanding that you didn't have before. And you're going to finally fill the gaps of what you've been trying to understand. Okay? I feel that. I feel that strongly. Okay? That's what I see for the collective right now. And that is the reading for the full moon in Cancer into the weeks of Mercury retrograde. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope that you guys were able to find some insight in those messages. I want to thank you if you listen to even one small portion of this audio. Thank you very much. I am going to put the appropriate content warnings, I guess. I didn't expect to get emotional as I did. So sorry about that, but not sorry at the same time because if there's anything I've been wanting to do is be more honest with people and sometimes vulnerability, even though I'm putting it out for whoever decides to listen to it, of course. They might need to hear it too. There might be a message there for you. So I think that it's a beautiful thing to be able to share these parts of myself. And I definitely wouldn't think about doing this. Like, I wouldn't have not thought about this like a couple of years back. But there's always a message there for someone. So I hope that there is something. Either way, this was fun. This was I wanted to make one of these in a bit like for a while, but I didn't feel comfortable with my voice. So yeah. All right, fam. So yeah. Take care, be safe. Sending all those feel good vibes your way. And on to the next one. Take care. Bye.